Hey kiddos, welcome back to Mr. Matthews' woodworking carpentry class. I miss you. I so do wish we were doing all this in the classroom. It just doesn't seem right that we can't be together. But today we're going to talk about routers and laminate trimmers a little bit. I know you guys have made quite a few projects in school. A lot of it's square edge, we just sand the edges down. I'm going to show you a little bit about routers and laminate trimmers today and some of the bits that can be used. Okay, we're going to basically focus on a round over bit today and a chamfer bit. A round over bit actually rounds over the wood. The chamfer bit actually puts a bevel on the piece of wood. It's just a finishing touch you can use. Handheld routers, I do most of my work with them. If I'm making trim for a house, if I'm doing something fancy, if I build a bookcase for somebody, I will use a handheld router. Lots of times I'll use a fancy bit, a classical Roman OG or something along them lines. But basically this here is a router, okay? We're gonna have some of these in the shop in the future. This is a 1.5 horsepower Porter cable. I've had this for a long time. I've done a lot of work with this right here. I've made a different base for it so that it will hold bigger bits so that I can do bigger roundovers, and I will show you the difference. Okay, this is a bigger roundover bit as compared to the 1/4 inch that we're going to be running. Hunter just got done doing a project. He made some cutting boards and he used a 1/4 inch. But the bigger the roundover, the more rounded over the edge is going to be. And then in this laminate trimmer, I have a chamfer bit, which is going to put a 45. So basically, we're just going to give you a little demonstration. You can see on this piece of wood right here, it is square. You see the edges. Okay? Now, if I want to do something with a roundover bit, as you guys know, the first thing you're going to do before you do anything, you're going to check the cord. To adjust this bit, you want it so that it's down. You don't want it below where the cut edge is, but you want it right there so that everything's good. You can see that that's flattened off. Okay, to turn this machine on, you actually got a toggle switch on this one. You're going to turn it on. See, we have square edge there. How beautiful that is, rounded over. Hey, that's one option, and that's a big round over. You can see, you go down to 3/8 and go down to a 1/4 inch. The other one we're going to look at is the chamfer bit, okay? And this router right here basically is along the same lines to adjust it. They use these for trimming countertops, and if I make countertops, I'll use them. But I find they work real good for doing trim work if I don't have a lot to do. So you do the same thing, you'll adjust it so that it's right down to the edge. Dude, shut up! You're gonna clamp her down. Okay, same thing as a toggle switch on there. Now, when you route, you always wanna go counterclockwise. You can see I did that with the round over bit that way. You wanna keep going. You're gonna start it up. See how it's putting that chamfer on there. Okay, that's kind of... So you can see that's like a little 45 on there. That's another fancy edge. Okay, so that breaks that down. So you can take a square piece of wood and you will actually